system which automates the entire job seeking and preparation process. Using Make.com, we're gonna scrape data from Indeed based on the location and job position that you want, and then we're gonna put it into AI to give us all the information that we need. Alongside a job review, which is going to be just tips and tricks on what to add in your resume, alongside your interview, what to watch out for. Let me show you a quick demo before we jump in on the tutorial. So this is, I just made a Google form. This Google form is going to be the trigger for this whole system. I just called it Job Finder here, and I gave it two values, city and position. So let's just say I'm in New York and I want a job with something to do with plumber. Once I put that in, let me run it here in make.com. It's going to take some time here, so I'll cut this out. I do have a wait in here of 60 seconds just so that the scraper can run. All right. It should be done now. If we look at our Google Sheets and Google Docs right here, so in the Google Sheets, it shows the company name, the job description, and pay alongside application link. So it has like the in-depth description on here. Some of them don't have pay because they don't have it listed in Indeed. But if we look at Google Docs as well, alongside that information, it has job review, which is the main thing here, where it actually generates tips and tricks based on the description for you so that you can add it in your resume or also watch out for in the actual interview. So like here, for example, plumber for Isaac Heating and Air Conditioning. It says like highlight your 3 to 5 years of plumbing experience, clean driving record, and ability to provide excellent customer service in your resume. And then it also tells you what to do in the interview process here as well. So yeah, that's how it works. Let me move on to the actual tutorial here for you guys then. Let's do this node at a time, or a module at a time. So the trigger is going to be Google Forms. It's going to have just two fields, city and position, which is going to be that job position. To set up the trigger, all you need to do is first sign in with your Google. And then there's going to be one field you really need to fill out, which is the form ID. The way to get that is right here. It's this number right after this backslash all the way until here, right before that backslash. So you just paste that in there. And then the limit, I just set it as 2, but you can do as many as you want. And then we're going to move on to the Apify, which is, it's going to be a run an actor module. So this is how you add it. Just do add a module, search up Apify, and then run an actor. So that's what we're using. The way to set it up is you first connect to your Apify on here. So you click add and then connect to that. And then you're going to choose the actor that you want. In my case, we're going to be using this, the Indeed scraper. So you can find it in the Apify store by just searching up Indeed. And then it's going to be this one on the top. And then we're not going to do run synchronously. And then on the input JSON, what you're going to want to do is, it does have 3 inputs: the position, the job position, country, and location, which is going to be the city. What we're going to do is go to click JSON and then copy this whole field. And then you're just going to paste that in here. Once you paste that in there, right here, let me show you. Once you paste that in there, on the location, you're going to have to edit this by dragging the city that you want onto it. So you'll click answers from the old node, answers, city, text answers, and then answers. And then it's going to be the value right there. So you just drag that value. Let me yeah. And then you're just going to do the same thing for the position. Just going to do a text, answer, answers, and then value. You just drag that down to there. That's all you really need to do for the input. And what that's going to do is it's going to scrape listings based on the location and the position from Indeed. And here we have a delay. The way to add this module is you just click add module and then search up for tools, or you could just do sleep. And then there it is. You just put that in there and then you put in how long you want it to sleep for. In my case, I did it for 60 seconds. So right as that wait is done, what we're going to have to do is add this module called get a dataset items. And the setup for the connection is going to be the same, but on the dataset ID, you're going to want to drag the dataset ID that's generated by Apify down here. You just drag that into there. And then what this node will do is it will get that data from the scraper, because if you just run this, it's not going to give you the data right away. And then in my case, I did JSON limit 100. Right, and then this data is going to get passed to our AI. This is where the most of the work is going to get done in. This is my prompt here, which helped us create those job review and just like the company info. So what you're going to do is, in my case, like I said, I did OpenAI GPT 3.5 Turbo, because that's like more than enough for this job. So you're going to need to create 2 messages. One that's going to be system, and then user message. And then in the system message, I just told it that you are a job coach. You analyze a given set of values and determine the best strategy for getting the job. You'll create a job review, which is interview tips and what to highlight in the resume based on your job, based on the job and its description. And then I told it you must respond with only a single valid JSON object, exactly as specified. And then on the second message, we're going to have a user. And this is where we're going to list out what it needs to do. So like on the, we want like a company name, job title, description, and pay. So we're going to put that there and then drag it from the dataset item module. So let's say if we want to get the name, the company name, we're just going to grab that, drag it there. Title, which is just going to be the position right there. Description, job description. So you'll find it all in there. Just drag them in there. If you want more, you could put it in there, but I think this is all you really need to know about a job to begin with. And then I also told it to output only this JSON object exactly as below. So like company name, job position, description, hourly pay, the application link, and the job interview that it created up here. So once it does that, we're going to need to turn that into a JSON. So we're going to do a parse JSON module. In here, what you're going to do is create a data structure. And then this is my setup for the data structure. So I want company name, job position, job description, and hourly pay. Also application link there, because we're going to put that in the Google Sheets. What you're going to do is put the name and then a description. Also like what you want it to be. It's going to be text for us in our case. So yeah, you just do like job position, job title. This is going to get the results from ChatGPT, and based on those descriptions, it's going to turn those into actual JSONs, which we can drag into our Google Sheets. Once you do that, I did add this because one of the, like sometimes some of the operations were given error because it wasn't a valid JSON, but we don't want like, we only need as many jobs that we can get, because you can keep generating more jobs as well. So I just added a ignore if it does show that error. And then right afterwards, what you're going to do is create a router, which will route to Google Sheets and Google Docs so that it can update it at the same time. The reason I added a router is because I was planning on adding more into this. But on here, what you'll do is you'll create a Google Sheets, connect to it, sign in with Google. And then on here, you'll find like the exact one you want. In my case, it's the job finder sheet 1. Yes. And then it gives you all the values that you can fill out. And then that JSON is going to generate the company name, position, and all those information. We just have to drag it into our Google Sheets. And that's how you update that Google Sheets to show in the company name, job, description, and hourly. Once that's done, on the Google Docs, this is where we're going to put the job review, which will also be put in as a JSON with the parse JSON module. And then in my case, I typed it out here saying like company name, job position, pay, hourly pays, just so it looks neat like this. You could make it so that it's bolded or italicized. You could definitely do that, but I didn't put anything like that on here. And then on the job review, I just dragged that down there. So that's how you basically create a whole system that finds the jobs for you, puts it in Google Sheets so you can look at it, get the application link, hourly, how much it pays. And it also creates a Google Docs, which will list out like job review, giving you tips on the resume and the interview. But yeah, that's how you do it. Thank you for making it to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell. We'll be coming up with more videos like these. If you want me to build on top of this to create a resume as well alongside it, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll put the template in the Discord server, and then you guys can just grab it from there and build on top of it yourself. I'll see you.